Hello everybody, Gingershadow here, and welcome to something I've not done in a very long time. Actually, when was the last time I did a mod review? I don't remember, it was quite a while ago. But anyway, welcome to Minecraft mod review by moi, and today I'm covering... I'm covering... the mod's called Academy Craft. I had to quickly just check that to make sure I got this right. It's called A Certain Scientific Railgun. It's an anime show, which is pretty good from what I hear. Like, it's kind of like a spin-off. There was one called a Certain Magical Index, and basically it's like a spin-off of the Scientific Railgun counterpart. I don't know, I've never watched the Railgun part. I originally never knew anything about that it was from that anime, but then people said yeah, it's a spin-off show from a certain a certain magical index. I'm getting mixed up between the two, they're quite similar, which I had watched, and then I got interested even more, and then I tried out the mod a bunch more, and it turns out this mod's really awesome. So yeah, we're gonna cover this today and see all its awesomeness. So first off, when you join, you're going to get one of these, because a Mika Cloud Terminal, which came in like 2 updates ago or something. And basically this is just kind of like the basics. It'll take you through everything. Like if you're confused about stuff, it does actually help. Toasting Cat, you can obtain Toasting Cat only in creative mode. That's good to know. It's so sad. But yeah, basically this will teach you everything. You go through it step by step, and it'll teach all the stuff if you want to know it. So it's a useful guide. It helped me out once upon a time when I got confused with stuff, but we're going to ignore that for now. I'm going to take you through basically the essential items. Don't mind all the chests, by the way. These aren't all full. This is just because I got a pattern going and I just like filled it all the way around. But no, I'm going to go through kind of the essential items. I'm not going to throw every single little piece of the mod, because there's some things that aren't as required to play it as much. There's some things you could go and play through. You could use this mod like for ages and ages and ages and never use certain things in it because you don't really need to. It's just more a choice matter. But anyway, right, so start things off. There's the ores. So there's 4 ores added to the game, which they spawn all over the place. I'm not even sure what the level for them are. It's like, just go underground, you'll find them everywhere. There's no shortage of them. So the first 2 is the constrained metal ore and the Igmag silicon ore. Those 2 will come in ore form, and you'll need to smelt them down with the smelter, with your furnace or whatever you're using. I don't know, most people use mod packs nowadays, so if you've got like Tinker's Construct and Heat, that will break them down instantly. The other ones are the Igmag Crystal ore and the Resonant Crystal ore, which give you these 2, the low purity Igmag Crystal and the Resonant Crystal. They can be affected by fortune, so if you fortune them, you can actually get quite a few of them, so that's pretty handy. Now, they're essential. You're going to need a bunch of them before you even start, because yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this. So the first part is the reinforced iron plates that requires 3 iron ingots, so you don't actually require any straight away. Then you need a data chip, which is 3 redstone and a reinforced iron plate. So again, you still don't need the items. Then we get to the calculation chip. Now, this is actually optional. Again, you don't actually need the ores straight away, because it requires a data chip and a resonant crystal, but you could just use 2 quartz alternatively, and that will create the same thing. Like, I'll just quickly show you. You can use 2 quartz instead if you want. And then there's the information processor, which is a data chip and a glowstone dust. By the way, all these things are in the Misaka Cloud Terminal. I'm going to get this wrong so many times. So yeah, there's some of the base items. You're going to be making quite a lot throughout doing stuff in this mod, unless you go create mode. After that, you need a brainwave analyzer, which requires a calculation chip, 2 tech redstone, and 2 gold nuggets. Again, you still don't require much of the ore. Like, you don't require too much of this stuff, but for certain things, like the following next 2 things, you're going to need them, and these things are still really important, so you're going to need it like throughout the mod. Also, I don't know why I've got 2 in there. Right, so afterwards, we've got the constrained metal plate, which is using 3 of the constrained metal ingots. Then we've got the empty unit. This thing can be charged up. The charging up process doesn't matter so much right now. We'll just ignore that for right now. I'll show a bit charging it up and stuff later. But for that, you need 3 constrained metal ore, a low purity Igmag crystal, and a data chip. And then we've got the energy converter, which requires a calculation chip, which we did before. Yes, we did. The energy unit and the resonant crystal. So yeah, that's a lot of crafting recipes right off the bat. You need all this just so you can get the first thing. So the first thing you're going to want to make, like, obviously you need to make all that stuff beforehand. Well, not all of it, but you need a lot of that stuff beforehand. The first thing you want to get yourself kicked off in this is the data terminal. This thing is where it all happens. This thing, you plug it into your brain, and this is where the magic happens. So for that, you need 2 data chips, a glass plane, 2 reinforced iron plates, a brainwave analyzer, a redstone block, and 2 information processors. Basically, you do this, you take it, you right-click it. This will get used up. I'm in creative mode, so it won't get used up, but it's 1 per person. So after you get this, that's it. That's yours done. So with this, by default, you can press K, and this will bring this up. This is your data terminal. You can still walk around while this is up, but you can't turn, sadly. And you have to press K to get down. Like, pressing escape while it's up just opens the menu. Like, it's different. I don't know. But with this, you can access the Misaka cloud. And you can access your settings, which is where you get your controls. Yeah, a lot of the time you need that, because if you want to pick your buttons for how everything works, you're going to want to get this. Because technically, this isn't essential. Technically, you don't need to get this to unlock your abilities, your Esper abilities that you're about to get. But if you want to know what buttons are linked to what and access these buttons, then you're going to need it, and a lot of people do. So I always make it first. After that, the big thing you're going to need is the portable developer. So this is the thing that will give you your abilities, basically. So the portable developer is a calculation chip, a data chip, a glass plane, brainwave analyzer, information processor, energy converter, 2 constrained metal plates, and a low purity Eggman crystal. If you just jump straight to look at the receipt for that without checking all this stuff and you've not done it very much, this looks daunting, and it was daunting the first time I tried this. I got so confused. But after you do it so many times, it's quite easy. It's just like everything else. But yeah, basically this thing, open it up. You're going to want to learn your ability. So there you go. It's trying to detect what my ability is going to be right now. Boot failed though, user ability. Category is invalid, boarding aborted. And then you've got to type in learn to acquire the skill. So you can do this straight away. You can actually start the things off, but you're going to need power, because that's the only way you're going to develop things, is through power. But the portable developer, the easiest way of getting your ability strip. So just click and learn. Welcome to Academy Craft, blah, 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 blah. I'm learning my ability right now. Oh, maybe I do need power. Okay, I think scratch everything I just said before. I think you do actually need power straight away. Never mind. So here we've got a machine. I couldn't remember because I always powered it anyway, but I was wanting to try it and see if you didn't need power or not, but apparently you do. Alright, so anyway, for the next thing, you're going to start to make machine frames, which are 4 reinforced iron plates and a redstone, piece of redstone. Then we've got the easiest way of gathering energy, a solar generator. These things they're not the best for stuff. They're okay, but they're not the best. So they're like the most basic thing though, so you're going to want to get one of these at the start, I guess. Unless you're like me and jump to the higher stuff sometimes, which I did not knowing about the solar generator, because I play these things in mod packs. But anyway, to get the solar generator, you need 3 glass planes, an Egg-Mag silicone wafer, which it's not actually that complicated. It's just an Egg-Mag silicone ingot. Just get the ingot and turn it into that straight away, and that's it. Like, you don't even need a smelter or anything. You just need to put it in your own little crafting bit. After that, you also need a machine frame and 2 energy converters, and then you get a solar. I'm not in creative mode anymore. I have to place this down. But anyway, plop that down somewhere, and so long as there's sunlight out, it will start charging up. Not very quickly, mind you, but it will start charging up. Then just stick the portable developer in, and it will start charging the portable developer as well. And that's kind of the basics of it. Just after that, you can let it charge up for a bit. There are quicker ways of charging, which I'll go over. Just while that's charging, I'll actually go over the quicker way, is the windmill. The windmill is awesome. Also, I'm going to go back in creative mode because I'm going to need multiple things for this. So, for the windmill, there's 4 pieces to make, but one of them, this piece here, the generator pillar, you're going to need a lot of. So, first off, you need 1 wind generator pillar base, which is an iron ingot, machine frame, energy converter. So, you're going to need that. Then after that, you're going to need a bunch of these. You're going to need the wind generator pillars, because windmills are tall, so you're going to need a bunch of them. Then you need the wind generator itself. Oh yeah, the pillar is just 2 iron bars and redstone, so it's the bit you need the most of, but it's really cheap, so that's easy enough. After that, you need the wind generator, which is 2 machine frames, 2 constrained metal ingots, 2 constrained metal plates, and an energy converter. And that'll get you the generator. Then you're going to need the wind generator fan, which is 4 reinforced iron plates and 1 iron bars. And after that, if we just quickly make a little space for it, we can plop this down. So here we've got the base. Now after that, you need to make, I forget how many high you've got to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try 8, see if 8 works. Plop that down. Then you put the fan inside here. I just go like that. Yep, so 8 is enough. But you can make it taller. Like if I just quickly do this, break that. You can make it pretty much as tall as you want. I don't know if making it taller has any actual benefit to it, to be honest. Like, it may or may not, to be honest. Like, making it taller might generate more power quickly. Like, it's generating power. You can test that out yourselves if you want. But yeah, that's generated way more power. Like, you can see that's going up in the hundreds easily. Whereas this thing is, well, it's charging at a fair rate, but it's not charging nearly as fast. So you stick it in a windmill, you're going to charge your energy so much quicker. That's why it's worth making one of these right at the start. So there we go. We have a full-powered portable developer. Now with this, now we can finally get to the bit where we learn our ability, because I forgot it does actually require energy. So yeah, booting failed. Type in learn, learn. And there we go, it's using power. I forget how much it uses. It's either 4 or 6,000, I think. There we go, ability successful. And it used 3,900, it's just about that. So now you have the option. You can either click... Actually, no, you can't click K, not yet. Basically, use your Poly Developer and you can see your power. So I got Vector Manipulator. That's one of 4 abilities. And arguably, Vector Manipulator is the most powerful, but everyone's going to have their preference. But anyway, to get started, you check what skills you've got. So in this case, I have 3 things here already. The Brain Course, you can only start doing at level 3, and you're going to need more advanced stuff for that. So ignore the Brain Courses for now. What I want to do is get Directed Shock, which again uses power. So all I need to do is be level 1 and have a portable developer, at least, to get this. Now new ability unlocks, because it's a tree. Because there's more stuff, which is awesome. The other ability you can learn straight away, Vector Manipulator, you get 2 abilities straight away. Another one's called Ground Shock, which is interesting, I guess. So we'll learn Ground Shock as well. You see I've used a lunch of my power now. New abilities unlocked. So 2 new abilities is Vector Accelerator, or Acceleration, sorry. That you need to be level 2 for that. You need to have already unlocked Directed Shock. That's pretty simple. The other ability after that is the Directed Blast. Hold on, is it giving me cheats because I'm in creative mode? It might be. Hold on. No, it just requires you to have unlocked Ground Shot. Okay. Normally it requires a percentage to be done. Like, sometimes it's 30%, 50%, 100% of a certain move to be unlocked. Because, as you can see, I've got Directed Shock. And its skill experience is at 0. Now, if I quickly just... Actually, I'll just quickly cut and do a quick thing. Okay, so here I've just created like a quick NPC. This is my friend Zaramar, who people from my channel know already. So he's just going to be our guinea pig that we're going to beat up for a little bit. Right, so first of all, clicking K, go to settings, and you're going to want to know, alright, how to activate your ability. So click whatever button that is for, like, I've changed mine about, so it might be different for you. And edit presence. Switch presence is also something you'll probably need, and you need to know what buttons will do your abilities. So, like, you need to know this stuff. This is stuff, like, obviously you can click K and check anytime you want. But basically, so if I just quick clicks out, I can click U to activate my ability. So there's my little bar. And it's got like this little symbol in the top right corner, signifying that I am a Vector Manipulator. That symbol changes depending on what you are. Then I can click M and I can edit my presence. So I've got Directed Shock and Ground Shock unlocked. So I can just get both of them. And now I've got both of them. Normally they'll link to different buttons. I've got them linked to the extra buttons on my mouse. So like I'm going to use Directed Shock now. And it gets my fish ready and boom. Little punch, 6 damage. This is obviously a non-armored opponent who does nothing, so like I can just keep using this. It's got a little cooldown bar, so you can't just spam it. You've got to like wait a minute, but yeah, it doesn't do a hell of a lot. This is probably like one of the worst abilities, like Directed Shot. Like Vector Manipulator, although it's the most powerful class, and I think both in the show and in the mod, it starts off horrible. But as you can see, as I'm doing that, if I quickly grab my ability developer again, which I was just leaving charging, we will see I've gathered experience. I'm 1 experience towards level 2, and I've gained 2 experience in my Directed Shock from those like few punches. Now, normally that wouldn't be the case. See, I started reviewing it like since it's updated now, because it had a big update where now you don't need to grind as much. It used to be you had to do like thousands of punches to level up, and it was so grindy and so horrible. They've cut that down quite a bit, so you don't need to do nearly as much now, which is just wonderful. So you can level up really quick now and reach level 5, no problem. It may actually be a bit too easy. Now, the other ability is Ground Shock, which apparently is me like lifting my foot or something, although I can't tell, and just going boom. And yeah, it just breaks the ground. As the ability, actually I think I can try and have a go at hitting Zaro with it. Hold on, and boop. Yeah, hit Zaro, he goes flying. Breaks the ground as well, and as it levels up, it will get stronger, so it'll do more damage, it'll break more ground. I think it breaks like a 10 by 10 area. So that's the thing. Right, so now that we saw like the basic abilities, obviously now would be the point where I start like grinding to level them up. That's naturally what you would do. I'm gonna use the commands, so /aim. So like if you go /aim help, you can get all the commands here. So /aim learn all skills, /aim reset, clear your ability information. /aim learn, display all current learned abilities, or learned skills, sorry. /aim skills, display all skills in player's current category. /aim full CP, so that's if you just want to like quickly restore your CP, which is your energy bar at the top. Where was I? Full CP. Alright, and slash aim level, set the player's ability level. Slash aim experience, that's if you want to set a specific experience in, like, your skill. So, like, say you wanted to put your skill to 50%, and you didn't want to, like, let's say something happens to your character in your game, and, like, you have to restart your game, but you want to get all your skills back, but you don't want to cheat and just max them all out, so you can put it back to the set percentage. And slash aim CD clear, so clear all skill cooldown, and set current skill upgrade process 100%. So now I'm going to do slash aim, then I'm going to go... Where is it? Level. And it should just be go 2. And now it's command successfully performed. So I'm now level 2. And because I'm level 2, I can now, because I've got directed shock, and I've got a portal developer, and I'm level 2, I meet the conditions to get vector accelerator, and I can get, well, the ability vector accelerator. So just quickly let this unlock. There we go. And then click M again. New ability, vector accelerator. And vector accelerator basically just lets me kind of do a little fly thing. Now, as this levels up, it will obviously get better. Like, maybe I'll fly a bit farther, maybe it won't cost as much energy, maybe the cooldown will be quicker, all that kind of stuff. I've seen people use it, it's pretty good. Like, I've never used Vector Manipulator very much. Like, actually, of all the series I've ever done on my channel, I've never unlocked Vector Manipulator from my skill thing. I've always ended up one of the other ones. This is the first time I've got it, and it's on a bloody mod review. But, well... Right, so now that we've seen that, I'm just going to quickly go to... Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to do anything next. We need to do this in a process. I can't just jump to the end game bit. So first, we're going to go slash aim level 3. Right, so now you've reached level 3. And for level 3, you now want to learn the next thing, which is directed blast wave. We've also got vector... Oh, okay, that's a good ability. That ability lets you deflect any attacks coming at you, but I can't really display that without people. Now we've got level 3, we've got Storm Wings, they're really awesome, but I can't unlock it because I need to have a normal developer. So that's the next thing we need. So, it's this chest, it's this chest. We need a normal developer, which in itself will require, it actually requires a bunch of stuff to make this work. So, yeah, this is where stuff gets even more complicated. For this, we need a portable developer, a piston, a bed, a basic matrix core, which is the crafting recipe for the air calculation chip, stat chip, low pure crystal, resonant crystal, and energy converter. Pretty basic at this point because you've already done all that stuff. Then for this, you also need redstone, a machine frame, and you need a mid-purity mag crystal. The mid-purity mag crystal requires the mag fuser, which is all this stuff. Like, I think the only thing you've not seen for this is the empty unit, which, if I just sort of recite for that, is pretty basic. You get 4 units. You need one of these bad boys. But, alright, I'll just quickly set this down. I'll just display to you. Right, so for this, you would put the crystal in, and it will, like, grind through and it'll do a thing. But it requires energy and liquid to work. And requiring energy means it requires, like, the energy this solar generator is providing. Or the energy that the windmill is providing. So how do you get this energy? You need to move it from A to B. That's simple. Use a basic wireless magnet. It's not that simple. Like, you need to make... Well, crafting recipe-wise, this is actually pretty easy. So, yeah, calculation chip, 2 iron, machine frame... 2 low purity crystals and a resonant crystal. Plop this machine down. And this thing basically lets you create Wi-Fi. That's essentially what it is. It's like down at the corner here, you want to create your thing. So you've got your node name. I'm going to call it Gingershadow, because why not? Then you can set a password. So the password's just so if you're playing on a server, other people can't access it without your say-so, because other people might be living near you and like just jack your Wi-Fi and like steal all your energy. So, like, I will go for the password anime. There we go. All low key. So, now we've got that made up. So, now all we have to do is take this thing. Go in the top little tab here. And apparently I did not name it. You're kidding me. I didn't name it. Alright, sure. Apparently I didn't name it, but I did make it. Whatever. I think you're supposed to press enter, actually, not escape. I think I pressed escape, and that ruined it. Never mind. But anyway, you need to hook up the device you want powered and the thing that's powering it. So, for instance, I just took this up. And at this point now, there you go. All my energy's gone. The energy doesn't go into this normally. It'll go into this. So, there you go. It's now gathering all the energy. Also, I can take this thing. Oh, it's out of range, though. Alright, so there's the range for you. It's not a very big range. I could put another one down. Hold on. Let's put it here. I could put another one down, and I could create another... I'll actually do this one properly, so we'll call this one GingerNet. GingerNet, password. Actually, just screw the password, get the password, enter. That should be it, yes. It might have failed, I don't know. But whatever, oh yeah, it says failed again. There is a way of doing this, I'm just doing it really bad. But yeah, hook that up. Then instead of putting on that unnamed one... Oh god, which one am I on? I'm on none of them. Sure, go with this one. I don't know which one's powering it, but whatever. Also, this thing's lighting up in the side as it's gaining power. That's pretty cool. Alright, anyway, this, we now get energy. We could now put this crystal in, and... Well, nothing's happening. Because the other thing you need to get some of these empty units, which I have some here. Hold on, let's grab a few. You need to go find this juice. You need to find this stuff. What's this stuff called again? Hold on. It is called a mag phase liquid. A mag phase liquid looks like this. You can see it through blocks. So like even if I go on like the side of the cliff here, it should, or maybe it's just from above. You can only see. I think you can only see it from above. Oh no, you can slightly see it sparkling through the dirt. But basically, yeah, you underground, you find the stuff. You basically grab it with these cells, essentially. And this acts as a power source, which certain machines require. So this machine, for instance, there you go. It's got some power. Now the mag crystals, creating the mid purity crystal. Boom, there we go. You can stick it in once more and get a high purity one. You need to do that later to create another thing. But yeah, that's how you get that, and that's how you'd finish making the normal developer. Now the normal developer requires power as well. So again, it needs to go on a Wi-Fi network. Let's stick it on this one. There you go, now it's gaining tons of power. At this point, I can now unlock my level 3 abilities. So, that's the thing. And that's sort of the main process until you reach level 4. When it's level 4, I believe, yeah, you need an advanced developer, which essentially is just the same. You need a high purity crystal, which is just you put more juice in this thing and it powers it up and stuff. And you got a high powered one along with all this stuff, so it's kind of basic stuff. You need an improved wireless mag node, which is just a basic wireless mag node that I've got over there. The mid purity crystal and that stuff, like the crafting recipes, all that. Check the Mesika thing if you want more information, I guess. Because this is that's the very late game stuff. But for now, let's focus on this. So, there I've just unlocked Storm Wings. So if I quickly press M, get rid of the Rich Shop, Storm Wings. I like this move. This is one of my favorites. Wings. Yeah, it lets you fly. This is freaking awesome. Now, okay, it breaks things. I forgot this. On the lower levels, it breaks stuff. So it'll break leaves if I go near like the trees and stuff. Yeah, it's breaking all the leaves. It'll break glass. It'll break just soft materials. When you max it out, when you get it to its highest strength, it won't. That'll be like it will be fine. Like if I max out the skill, can I turn this off now? There we go. Oh god. You can also avoid fall damage by you just have to tap it. You don't have to hold it or anything. But yeah, no, that is pretty cool. But unfortunately, I'll quickly show this in survival mode. It uses a bunch of energy. Although it's not actually using it that quick. Oh, there we go. There we go. As soon as I start moving, and I can't control it that well. And there we go. I've used up all my juice. Once you use it a bunch of times, it gets a lot easier because we can see that I gained a bunch of experience from doing that there. Once you use that a bunch of times, you gain more control and stuff. So like the skills start off pretty weak, and then it builds up, gets better. Also, can I there we go, just jump up. I just saw that I overloaded. If you use a skill too many times, a little overload bar comes up, and like you can see it there. Use it too many times, you'll either run out of energy or you'll overload. When you overload, you've got to wait so many seconds before you can use an ability again. That's just how it works, unfortunately. But anyway, so now that we've done all that, and let's say that we've used the 3 constrained metal, 2 glowstone, the normal developer, the high purity mag crystal, the resonant crystal, and the improved wireless mag node. We've now made the advanced ability developer, and we're going to plop this down here because we want all the power going to this. There we go. So here, right, we've got the advanced one now. God damn it. This is pretty handy for getting up ledges. Let's go game mode again. Game mode's easier. Right, you get this for level 4 abilities. Also with this, you can now start making the brain courses, which are just power-ups. Like, the brain course just gives you, like, extra CP and extra burnout, but I don't need it right now. You also need this for another thing. Like, because other than also leveling yourself up, you also need it if you want to change. Say I don't want to be a vector manipulator anymore, which I personally might not want to be. If you grab yourself... Alright, well... first off, you have to make this the high voltage magnetic coil, which is a diamond, 2 reinforced plates, 4 constrained metal plates, and 2 resonant crystals. Then you can find one of the ability inductor factors, which you find in dungeon chests all over the place. But say I want to change it to something else. Basically, you need to have one of these and one of these. Go up to the advanced ability developer and right click it with this. And it'll come up a new message. And basically, you would just... Where is it? System override, ability reset, use reset command. At this point, you just type in reset. And you can reset your skill. And then whichever one you've got, it would become that ability induction factor. I will do that in a second. But before that, I'm going to quickly just show off. Like, I'm not going to show every ability for every class. But I'm going to show some of the cooler abilities. So first, we're going to /aim. And we're going to max ourselves out. So where's the command for that again? Okay, so for this next bit, for boosting up all your skills, the best command to do this is do / that's the wrong... There is same skills. /aim skills. That'll give you all your skills. So what, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just /aim EXP. Then whichever one you want, so say 0 and put 1. Or put between 0 and 1, because 0 and 1 represents the 100%. So like that, and then boom, that's at 100%. Which I just did for all my skills. Now all my skills are maxed out. So I'll just quickly show off like what they're like at 100% 9 skills really quick. So let's just summon up our clone of Zarumaru. Alright, we've got a Zaro clone here. And we'll just start with like the directed shock. So boom. Before it did 6 damage, now it does 13. The ground shock just shatters everything, which is beautiful. The leap ability thing, actually I'm just going to go into survival mode for this. Leap ability, now I can use it a bunch. I can basically keep myself in the air, like, pretty much indefinitely until, like, I overload or I, run out of CP. Press C, switch over. Other skills, the wings now don't destroy everything around it. It's like you see the snow isn't getting destroyed, plus I'm now a lot more stable. I can, like, control where I'm going, pretty much, so I can, like, fly forward. And I'm a lot faster, so, yeah, pretty nifty skill in itself. The other two are shields. This one I put up just now protects me from projectiles, and the other one projects from physical attacks, so this is the difference. But you see the overload meter goes up for pretty quick. Plus you can have both active at the same time, which is pretty cool. Other ones, what's this called? What's the last three called? Directed blast wave, blood rotation, blood regurgitate, and plasma cannon. So these are the last ones. So this is like just basically a more powerful directed shock, which pretty sure can actually, yeah, it can like destroy bits of land as well. The other one, blood regurgitate, is possibly one of the strongest moves in this. Like, does 60 damage on the guy, and I think that was a creeper just blew up there, but oh well. It does like 60 damage on the guy, so it does a crap load and just splats everything. But the most powerful move by a long shot, this is why I've moved away from here, just because I knew it was going to be destroying terrain. The plasma cannon, or is it called plasma cannon? It is called plasma cannon. So if we just like get this ready, it's to put this out, it feels like a spirit bomb. It's pretty nifty. Like there it is, fire and destruction. So yeah, it does a fair whack of damage. I should probably have hit the Zarumaru clone that I left down here and directly. That probably would have done a crap load more, but oh well. He took 1 damage from that. Hold on, let's try hitting him directly with it just to see. Because after this, I'm going to switch over to other. Just try the other 3 quickly. Just quickly show some of the cooler things from them. Not all of them, like this one, but just some of the cool bits from them. So boop, plasma cannon straight as Zarumaru. Yeah, I feel like that did a lot more. He's lost at least, yeah, it's over 300 damage. That's ridiculous. That's the strongest attack in the game, by the way. In the mod, it's pretty damn good. Right, so if you want to switch, which thing you are, you can either use command or you can use the method I showed before using the high voltage magnetic coil and the thing, but you have to be level 3 and it will take a level off you, or 2 levels. Well, let's try it quickly. Actually, I'm level 5 right now, so right click with this. Actually, hold on. Which one am I? I'll become an Electromaster next because it's a certain scientific railgun. It goes around the electric girl who has that exact power. So if we quickly just boot failed, blah 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 blah, and we do, if it'll let me reset, and there we go. And this is going to take a little while, so we'll just skip the bit here. And there we go, we're now in Electromaster. We're now also only level 4, so we've just lost a level. So now it's like you could, you know, unlock all the other abilities again, but some of them not so much, because like this one requires you to have 30% arc generation, and means I need to go and start from the beginning, use arc generation, the very basic moves, like just go here, arc generation. I need to use it like a bunch. Okay, there we go. Which arc generation by the way is just an electric shock thing. It's pretty nifty, but I'm gonna skip that bit. I'm just gonna quickly jump to having all the skills again. Okay, so the two most interesting ones I'd say in the Electromaster class, there's a bunch of other cool ones, like a magnet one where you can like connect to magnetic things and all that kind of stuff. Like those, like if you had a metal piece up in there, you could like flow up to it. But I'm not going to like demonstrate that one. You can try that one yourself, because if I was to demonstrate every move for every single class, this video would take an awful long time. It's already took a while, so I'm just going to show the two most powerful ones, being the Thunderclap, which is, you see a little mark of the electricity is going around me, and oh, I missed the mark there. Hold on. Yeah, try number 2. So yeah, you can't hold it for too long, because it will just like short out. Oh, Thunderclap's just a big electric shock. It does like 40 odd damage at max, so it's not as powerful as the Blood Regurgitate or the Plasma Cannon from the Vector Manipulator, but Vector Manipulator is meant to be the strongest. If I can find the Zara Marklin over here, I can quickly try it on him actually. Also, Thunderclap hits, the one upside it does have is it hits multiple foes. Like, it will hurt a lot of people at once. Also, I did not hold it long enough. And boop. Oh, it's 72, never mind. Oh, it was 42. It was 42 when it's at 0%. 72 is when it's max. Yeah, that can strike multiple foes and kill multiple people at once. But the favorite technique is the Railgun. The thing it's kind of named, the show's kind of named after it. For that, you need a coin, which you use a metal forge for, which I think I showed up there. I don't know. If I never, I'll go over it. I'll like, you can look it up in the Mikasaka cloud thing. Basically, the coin though, you just let's take one coin. You just quickly right click, and then this. You see where the symbol for the railgun is on the third one down. Basically, that will go a certain color, and then you have to press the button just at the right time. So, like, I did it wrong time there. Again. There we go. Railgun. Plus, the coin goes heads or tails. So if you ever want to just flip a coin in Minecraft, you can. But yeah, just one more time, flip the coin. You'll see it'll go green. Or it'll go blue, sorry. And boom. This is also very handy for mining. This is ridiculous. It's so beautiful. Let's try out Zaramaro quickly. And see how much damage we can do with it. I don't think it's as strong as the Thunderclap, but it's still pretty damn good. Plus, it can strike multiple foes again. Damn it, did it wrong. Fire! 98. Never mind. It's stronger than Thunderclap. Jesus Christ. Or maybe I might just be thinking wrong, because I haven't tried a lot of these moves since the mod updated, so maybe they're a little bit stronger with the recent update. I'm not sure. Now, we've shown some of the Electromaster stuff. I'll quickly switch over now to another one. Okay, so this next one is the Meltdowner, which is probably one of my personal favourites. Like, this is the first one I really got to try out with the mod, and I quite enjoyed it quite a bit. So, got the basic laser, which, I think it starts off doing a lot less than that, but yeah, it does, base 20 on 100%. But also, Meltdown has a special ability, because it's radiation, it basically hits the opponent and weakens their defenses. So your first shot will do like 20, your second shot will do nearly double that. Another thing for it is it's a lot good for mining. So like, we've got a mining ray here, which is pretty nifty. Eats through your energy, mind you, but you know, I'm in creative mode, so I can just mine for days. And then we've got a more scattery version, which is kind of made for hitting multiple foes. You have to kind of charge it and just hold it for a minute, and you can't really control the direction very well of them all, but yeah. Got the scatter beam. Then after that, we've got, now this is an interesting one, it's called Jet Engine. Ignore that one. We've got Jet Engine. Basically, it shows you a marker where you're going, and you just kind of like fly towards that marker. You can strike people with it, but it's not like, it's not really that aggressive a move. Like, hold on, he's on 509 now. I stand corrected, it's actually a very aggressive move. That did like 35 damage. 100%, yeah, it's pretty good. Another thing, if you want to be a bit fancy, you can use, it's called the scatter beam, but it doesn't actually scatter, it just like shoots a solid beam that does 40, which is still pretty good. But you can use these silicon bards, which are basically using 2 silicon pieces, which is just using a piece of silicon, which is just using an Egg silicon ingot, so it's not that hard. Basically, you throw that in the air, it floats up, shoot the beam, it scatters everywhere. Does less damage individually, but hits multiple targets, pretty good. And then finally, I've got the favourite move, this, and just, I love this. Oops, never mind. Yeah, that's just a solid laser. I may have gotten the, oh, hold on. I need to quickly equip the best move. I may have equipped the wrong one by accident. There we are, Meltdowner. We've got the final move, the Meltdowner, which is what it's named after. Just at the very peak, boom. Does less damage than the Railgun, but does a bit as much land destruction, but, you know, you don't have to flip a coin for it. You just have to, like, not let it wear out. So, yeah, it's pretty damn good. Plus, it sounds awesome. Like, listen to that. 60 damage, beautiful. Okay, now we've got the final of the 4, which is the teleporter, which, in my mind, is probably the weakest of them all, but it has, like... It might not be the most battle-orientated, but it's still pretty cool in its own right. Just, you know, the metal form, which I mentioned before, is just this. It's made like that. It was in one of the chests earlier. I just never really showed it. And for the teleport, you're going to want to get needles, because needles are pretty good. Because the teleport lets you, like... I'll show you in a second. Basically, you use a metal form, and you just, like, use it in the grindy mode and do that to it. But basically, a teleporter, the first ability is called Torrent Teleport, which lets you mark someone, and then you can just fire the object you're holding. So in this case, I flung the metal former I had in my hand. You want to use needles, though. Needles do more damage. Not by much, but it's a bit more. Also, that Zarmar is kind of falling through the floor here. Anyway, the next one is the... I don't actually remember the names. Penetrating Teleport, which essentially it shows you where you're going to go, and you just kind of teleport to it. But you can also teleport through things. So there you go, I've just like teleported through the wall there, and then I can like... this again, and like... Boop. So yeah, it's pretty cool in its own right. Next one's called, was it the Mark Teleport? Mark Teleport. So again, just a longer range, I guess. Pretty much. Just a lot longer, it's a long range teleportation. Or a medium range, I suppose. After that, we've got, okay, this is the one that I need the Zarumaru dummy for. Hold on. Where did he go? Never mind, we've got a fresh one. Right, so this one's called, it's like skin ripping? Or, flesh ripping. Flesh ripping, yeah, essentially, it's kind of like the blood splatter one. But like, it's basically just your... I don't know exactly what you're doing. Well, does it describe what you're doing in this? It might describe what you're doing. Rips apart your enemy inside and causes deadly damage. But the over-bodily effects may make you feel uncomfortable. Basically, it makes blood splatter. But yeah, you're ripping the enemy apart using dimension powers and stuff. So next up, we've got the location teleport, which... I need to actually get a location, I suppose. So can I mark here? Add place. Okay, so I've like marked this as place. Okay. So that's a place. And then can I like shift? I don't think that actually lets me go back. I think it's the next abilities that let me go back. What is this next one? What is this next one? It's called shift till. Alright, I've got to hold shift. You know, I ignore the shift teleporting one, because I not played with this one as much, so I don't know as much. But anyway, the final bit is called Flash. So... Oh, there we go. Essentially, it's just instant teleportation everywhere. Teleportation everywhere. So it's kind of like, I guess you could say, like Flash Step from, Oh yeah, you can literally just go any direction. It's kind of like Flash Step from Bleach, or Body Flicker from Naruto. Just instant teleportation. Also, I seem to have like a slow fall effect that comes with it. So I guess that's to prevent fall damage, because you could very easily die with this. Also, I imagine it uses quite a bit of power, and I'm just going to turn that off. Yeah, that's like the very peak. That's like the peak of your teleportation powers. Or I suppose it's like, you know how you've seen the programs where like people like they teleport into the sky and like everything slows down while they're in the sky, and then they teleport away again. Yeah, it's basically like that, just for those cool moments. So yeah, that's kind of like the best of all the abilities. You can try out yourself, like all the other ones that I missed out, but they're like the peak ones. For the most part. The other things I've got to show off really quick are just the last few bits and pieces here, which aren't really battle things, they're just more interesting features. Like we mentioned before, the toaster and cat that you can only get through creative mode. Like to the node named Meow Unlinked. Not doing anything. Other than that though, we've also got these. These are apps, which you can craft quite simply really. So the crafts are, the apps do different things. So if I press K, I've got my data timer here. Then if I just install the different apps, I get new things. So like we've got the skill tree, so I can check my skill tree on the go. Even though if you have a portable developer, it doesn't matter. Frequency transmitter basically just means I can like right click, say this thing, and then like link it to this if I wanted. Also I'm kinda like entering the password at the same time here. You know, there is no password. That's just if you want to like link stuff on the go, which I don't really, so can we just get rid of that? There we go. And the final thing, and probably one of my favorite things about this mod, one of the favorite things, the media player, which has no music right now because you find these next three things in dungeon chests. So we've got 3 different songs, which are probably copyrighted, so I'm not going to be able to play very much for very long. But yeah, essentially, I just quickly like, you can essentially just have that playing, because like you can play it and like, let's do this really quick. You can like go out and then continue your adventure. No, no, no. Stop. Don't want copyright. Yes, I can't play them, but you know, you can listen to it yourself. Basically, you can play that while you're just in Minecraft. Just do it going about your day. You can have music, your own, like, I think it's music from the actual show as well, which is pretty damn sweet. Anyway, yeah, so that's the Academy Craft mod. Had a few interruptions in between the mod review, but yeah, it's a pretty cool mod. It's actually turned into one of my favorites very quickly. Also, you can see in the bottom there that I've got the song playing technically, because I never press stop, I press pause. So like it tells you how far through the song you are, which is pretty good. But anyway, yeah, so that's been the Academy Craft mod. Hopefully you all enjoyed, or hopefully you all like it. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can go and download it yourself if you want to and play around with it a bit. Because obviously it would take too long to show every single little thing in this, but it's so good. Like, just try the different abilities, see which one you like yourself. Personally, the Mel Turner is one of my personal favourites, but after trying them all out there, I'm quite keen on the Electromaster as well, just because the Railgun's freaking awesome as well. I mean, so is the Meltdowner Beam, but my god, there's so many good ones. Anyway, yeah, feel free to tell me in the comments which one's your favourite, either from the show or from the mod. So I don't think all these are in the show, actually. I think only some of them are. But which one's your favourite? Let me know in the comments down below if you feel like it. On that, leave a like if you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you all next time for whatever it is I do next on my channel. Thank you all very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye, everybody.